Hello guys, and welcome to episode 22 of my Total War Warhammer 2 playthrough, playing as the Tomb Kings on very hard difficulty. And today we're going to finish off the army of the Pirates of Sartosa to start off with. So let's go ahead and get King Wakaf to go and whack the Pirates of Sartosa and finish them off. We'll take those Canopic jars, and then what I'm going to do is move back into this territory and we'll recruit ourselves some more Ushabti. So what I'm going to do is get rid of more of these skeleton archers, I think, and we are going to make sure that we have all of the Ushabti with great bow in this army. So that's going to fill up the last couple slots, and that's going to give him 20 out of 20. So full Ushabti army pretty much, other than the little bit of skeleton archers and tomb guard, just for a little bit of substance there, and obviously the Nehekara horsemen and skeleton horsemen for a bit of flanking potential. But otherwise the Ushabti with great bow and the normal Ushabti should be able to do the job. Okay, let's level up King Wakaf after that, and we will give him Geheb, the god of earth, which increases melee defense and melee attack for Ushabti even more, so we'll do that. And he already has the revered stonemasonry, and he has the follower as well, the frenzy ability for Ushabti and Ushabti with great bow. So there we go. He is going to be very strong indeed. Okay, King Rakash has finished building his army, and that's looking pretty strong. He's got the Tomb Scorpions, and he's got the Herald of the Scorpion as well, so that will help us out quite a bit. And then we have King Sunifret here, who we need to set up his recruitment. And we do have some Ushabti left over and able to recruit, so I'm tempted to do so. We can also possibly look at
Village priests have me weary.
Our followers and maybe build stuff up accordingly. So we have the Herald of Jaff here, which gives the death blow ability to all of the skeleton units, including Tomb Guard. I don't know why we don't have that on anyone else. It'd probably be worth having that on King Rakash, honestly. Let's see, does he have a space for it? He does. Okay, so we'll give that to King Rakash as well, and then we can just have King Sunifret build an army of whatever we like. So I've been tempted to try out these Sepulchral Stalkers, and I think honestly I'm going to do it. We'll choose the 3 Sepulchral Stalkers there, and then what I'll also do is give him the Eyes of the Desert Sepulchral Stalkers. So we'll get those in the army. I'm going to get rid of these Tomb Guard for now because I can re-recruit them at higher rank. So if we... Actually, I just realised what I've done here. Let me just get King Rakash out of the settlement so we can put him in here and take advantage of global recruitment at the same time. So we're going to do that. We'll get those Sepulchral Stalkers on there, and I'm also going to pick up the Necropolis Knights actually, and put them into this army. Okay, so Sepulchral Stalkers and Necropolis Knights, that's pretty much what our army here is going to be. Then we will just line up the rest of the forces to be Skeleton Archers. We'll have some Tomb Guard in there. Some Tomb Guard with halberds. Then we want some cavalry to join our Necropolis Knights. Or we could go for some Ushabti. I might go a couple of Ushabti just to back up the front line. And we'll go for a couple of Nehekara horsemen. Okay, so that's going to take a reasonably long time to build by the looks of things. Global recruitment queues may be better to use. Let me just see if I can shorten this a little bit. So that's going to take it down to 5 turns. If we build the Ushabti here, that's going to take it down to 7 turns. I think that's the best we're going to get, honestly. But that will be an absolutely awesome army, hopefully, once it's finished. Okay, meanwhile, it looks like it's going to be the job of King Wakaf and King Rakash to take the Black Pyramid of Nagash. It's just a bunch of skeleton warriors and skeleton spearmen, so it shouldn't be too difficult, especially if we get the Ushabti armies ready to go. Settra is going to be replenishing So let's just zoom him back to the Golden Tower for now. And that way he can get his replenishment done. And meanwhile, we're going to have King Thutep move into Quetzalcoatl and sort that out. Okay, so that's going to give plus 21 public order this turn, which is actually really nice. And I may as well also start building the Desert Lookout here, I feel, just to start to get walls in these settlements. So they are much harder to take if we end up at war with Clan Moors, who are definitely being quite aggressive at the moment with their movements. Okay, Ash River can be built up. I'm not entirely sure if we need this obelisk anymore, since we do already have plus 6 public order, and we're not using the public order thing here, so I could possibly get rid of this obelisk and build something else in that slot, so I'm going to do so. We already have the marble quarry in this settlement, so let's maybe go for more Shabti possibly, or even like maybe another quicksand swamp so we can get some more Nehekara horsemen. The other obvious choice is a royal barracks so we can get some more tomb guard and tomb guard with halberds later down the line. Guess for now we'll just go for the Desert Lookout here. I'm just going to be spending my cash in the suitable climates here. Great Pyramid of Settra is finishing up. Let me just go to the building browser here. Is there any other pyramids that I want to build? Like, was there one at the Springs of Eternal Life that I didn't know about? No. We built the one at Qatar. There's the one at Numas that we'd like to build. Thinking about whether or not to save for the next turn. Maybe just dismantle this building, this Bone Shaper, and build up the pyramid there sooner than later. New research is available. We finished Wisdom of the 5th Dynasty and the Proclamation of the 5th Dynasty, so let's get set up of the 5th Dynasty. And he can take control of King Sunifret's army. And also we can probably do that before the end of the incantation. No, we can't. Okay, that's a shame because we get extra Lord Recruit rank. Oh well, that doesn't particularly matter. So we'll just save the rest of the cash. We'll skip all those settlement upgrade available. Wow, we have a lot of settlements available to upgrade, that's for sure. I'm definitely going to be looking into getting some weapons now, since we're not going to be spending our canopic jars on heralds for a little while. We could also potentially save them up in order to get extra army capacity. That might be another choice. I think that's probably actually a better choice. Going for 800 canopic jars and then the 10,000 treasury. I think that's a decent idea. Okay, so I'm going to go for that. Right, meanwhile, King Thutep has already been moved. King Rakash is good to go, but can't really go anywhere at the moment, so I guess we'll just end the turn. Prince Sekov was going to join that army that I'm recruiting all of the Ashabti into. I guess we'll just leave him out of the army for now and use him for public order purposes further south. What is really going on with Clan Moors right now? They are surely going to declare war on me. That's ridiculous. They have 3 full stacks sitting on top of my settlement. There's no way they're not going to attack me. And we might have to delay our next Book of Nagash. Let me just speed this up. We don't want to see what the Court of Libaris are getting up to. The only people we really have to worry about is the Pirates of Sartosa sending down another army. Mighty monuments. Do we want monument to Geheb or to Zar? We want to Geheb for the extra melee weapon strength for melee infantry units and armor for infantry units. Good stuff. Okay. So yeah, when Wakaf is done, he can join Rakash in taking the Black Pyramid of Nagash, and then I guess we'll have King Sunifret head up to the Pirates of Sartosa and just take that. Right, we have 15,000, so let's put that towards the pyramid before I forget, which will give us extra growth in all provinces and extra Winds of Magic Power Reserve for all armies. Extra canopic jars is always helpful as well. Currently we're getting plus 18 per turn, which is actually very nice. In this slot, I'm very tempted to just get the quicksand swamp here, so I'm just going to build that in there. And we're going to have to deal with clan wars, I think. I just can't have them standing in my territory like this. Let's have King Thutep start heading over in this direction. And we're going to have Settra move into a normal stance. Alright, it's time for our agent here, Prince Sekov, or Sefko, to come further south again. And I'll have him come down towards Settra. Alright, meanwhile, I believe Settra probably could attack these armies and kill them. There are only clan rats and clan rats with spears. There is some death globe bombardiers in there, and some rat ogres. There's a lightning cannon in there, and they've got some poison wind globadiers. But other than that, like, the majority of their troops are pretty damn weak. So depending on where they go next, in the next turn that is, I'm probably just going to attack them. Okay, Lord not moved, don't have to worry about that. Settlement upgrades, there is research available as well. Let's go for the replace Lord here, as I would like to get set up and running sooner than later. Let's make sure that we give him some followers if we have any spare, which we do not. We don't have any armor spare, weapon spare. This is why I need all that good stuff. Let's give him the golden death mask of Carnute. Gonna provide some terror. Lovely stuff.
My will be done.
Okay, let's just move on to the next turn again, unless there's anything in my diplomacy that I can do. I don't think there is, because everyone's really starting to hate me. Let's move on. So it'll probably be another turn after this before we attack the Black Pyramid, and then possibly next turn we'll be attacking Clan Moors. So quite a lot of fighting to come. It's just been a pretty slow start to this episode. Let's have a look at where Clan Moors is actually going to move their troops. I think this is important to keep an eye on. I think that's fine. I think I should just try and wipe them out, honestly. They did send an army down to the right though, which could be annoying. So there's this army of quick head takers right by Tiatikwa and the Temple Avenue of Gold, and they aren't upgraded yet. So it makes me want to upgrade them for starters. But if I declare war on the Clan Moors now, then they will take those settlements no problem. So I think we're just going to go back to our original plan of heading down towards the Book of Nagash, and if they attack me, then we'll just have to come back. Hopefully they won't though. Okay. So we'll have King Rakash just sort of head towards the Black Pyramid. And it's time for King Wakaf to zoom down here. It's actually going to take him quite a while. That's a shame. How far can he get in the next turn? He can get in range to help us in the next turn, so that's good enough, I guess. Right, Prince Sekov, what actions can he do on these guys? Assault units. I guess we can do that. Sure, let's do it. That was a success. And he leveled up. So let's make him better at doing that. And we'll do it again next turn. So with another research complete, I think we may as well get the Ritual of Sokth now, which gives us the extra melee attack and melee defense for Tomb Scorpions, since we actually use them. Same for Sepulchral Stalkers. Getting these upgrades is actually a decent idea now. Cool. Settlement upgrades available, of course. And I think I'm actually going to upgrade the Serpent Coast here so that we can get the level 2 walls. Or level 3 walls, I guess they are. We even have enough growth to build this up. I was focusing on the desert settlements for a reason there, wasn't I? I'm going to get rid of Bagar's obelisk, and I'm going to upgrade the funerary district here. The reason I'm getting rid of the obelisk is to build the walls instead. Let's just upgrade this to a Tower of Bone for the salt plain, just in case we get attacked from the pirates of Sartosa. Alright, that'll do. Let's end the turn. So I'm glad we haven't actually gone to war with Clan Moors, because that could have got pretty messy. But if all 3 armies were right next to Settra in the last turn, I would have taken advantage of that for sure. So now it's just a matter of taking the Black Pyramid, crushing Pirates of Sartosa, then picking up more books. Okay, so time to declare on Black Pyramid of Nagash, the Sentinels here. We will not call our allies. And wow, that's pretty crazy. Look at that balance bar. Okay. Let's maybe back away. I didn't realize I had a Necrosphinx protecting the actual settlement itself, because they've got 4 units of Tomb Guards. Make that 6 units of Tomb Guards, 3 units of Tomb Guards with halberds, 2 units of Shabti. They have the Khemrian War Sphinx. This army's kind of trash. I guess what we'll do is we'll break the siege for now, and I'll fall back, and we will have King Wakaf move over here, and maybe we can do something in the next turn if we assault units again. Was that a success? I don't think it was. You can't actually upgrade that anymore, so we're just going to go for Canopic Jar Hoarder. Okay. Let's continue to zoom down here towards this Book of Nagash. And once we've killed this one, we can move over to this one, which is by our settlement at the Statues of the Gods. So that will give us 2 more books, which will take us up to 4. And then we can just sail across and get the 5th, which is good. Which probably work out quite well, in that all of my armies will be free to make that attack across the water. So it's a shame there hasn't been any sort of proper fighting yet. Just going to get the walls finished though, and we'll make sure to upgrade Galbaraz. That spent all my cash. Okay, let's move on. So the Black Pyramid of Nagash and the Sentinels might actually attack me. We'll have to wait and see. But Clan Moor's heading back up into our lands again. Surely going to declare war on me at some point.
What tribute do you offer the great king of it?
Not sure why they wanted to offer me military access. Not sure if it's even worth getting a peace treaty with those guys, honestly. Doesn't really affect us at the moment, and I don't want to affect my sort of treachery status. Okay, cool.
My faith in you wanes.
Right, let's attack these guys again.
We are their nightmares.
That was a failure.
Address me as your highness.
Do we just wait a couple of turns and bring in King Settra?
Betray your king?
I guess we could, possibly. Like if we attack with this guy, what's it like? Ah, it's not too bad. What's the terrain going to be like? Not sure about that terrain. They will be forced to attack us though.
Retreat!
It says we're likely to win. So what I'm going to do is quick save it and we'll fight it on the battle
To
map.
war for Nehekara!
So I feel like the auto-resolve was skewed by the fact they'd have walls. Maybe fighting them out in the open like this is actually much better for us. I don't know. We'll see. Get all of my infantry lined up. Make all of these guys into a group. So that's the Ashabti and my infantry will have the archers behind. With my Ashabti with great bow. And those Ashabtis with great bow can, wow, they have a crazy range. That is nuts. I'm liking that. Okay, let's put our skeleton archers into a separate group. We'll have our cavalry all on one flank. This casket of souls can just stay there. I mean, we could actually go up onto this hill, I feel. Because we have the casket, they have to come to me, don't they? And we also have all of the Ashabti with great bows, so... yeah, let's just line up on this hill instead. Or dune, I guess I should call it. And we can't actually back up to it that much. Just going to turn off their skirmish mode. We'll have my Ashabti over here. Bit dodgy deploying on this. I feel like we need to be a bit further forwards for me to do this properly.
Unliving king.
Okay, let's just start the deployment, start the battle. Then I'll move my infantry line forwards a little bit so that we have a bit more space to move around our missile forces. Okay, let's watch these great bows, because surely they can fire soon. And that is going to be so awesome when they do. Here they go, they're getting into range. They don't have any special abilities as far as I'm aware. Whoa, those bows sound heavy. I guess they're great bows, but still. Sounds epic. Oh, that is some terrifying magic right there. Let's put these guys onto... I don't even know what to put them onto. I was going to say put them onto guard, but I'm not so sure. Let's make sure our reinforcements are coming up to help us out. I've got all these Tomb Scorpions who can absolutely rip through these guys, so let's make sure those get up to the front line nice and quick. Then we're going to have our infantry join the front line. And we'll have our skeleton archers join their archers. And then we'll keep our cavalry on the flank. Okay, what about our leader here? Where is this guy? Ah, okay. So we do have ourselves some magic that we can make good use of. Just Shem's Burning Gaze. Okay, actually not too special. It's kind of annoying. Oh well. Well, might be time to charge soon. Oh, look at these scorpions. We haven't had a good look at these yet. They look crazy. Oh my. What happened to the rest of my scorpions? Oh, they're all here. Okay. Very cool. Right, let's select these guys. We'll charge forwards. Here we go. The Ashabti slaughter is going to begin. How crazy. Oh my. Those tomb scorpions are certainly doing a bit of damage, aren't they? Oh, he like goes underground and like charges up into them. That's so cool. Oh my. We have disintegrated this initial army already. Crazy. What is my casket of souls doing? Not too much at the moment other than friendly fire. Let's bring up our catapults here. We haven't had a good look at these Screaming Skull catapults actually. They look badass. Okay, so the initial army is kind of dealt with, I think. Let's just realign. What I'm going to do is make sure all of my archers have lined up. Put them into group 2. And they can line up behind the first line. Good stuff. We need to make sure that all of my infantry is lining up behind the initial line, like so. Okay. Right, we'll just let the Tomb Scorpions finish things up on this side. I'm gonna get my priest over to the far left side, just so that he can use Shem's Burning Gaze without actually hitting my own dudes. The Tomb Scorpions are certainly doing the job, I'll tell you that much. Surprised how well the Horsemen actually did against the Ashabti. That was quite surprising. So for some reason my Lich Priest isn't actually firing. I guess that's fine by me. Let's make sure we're hitting the reinforcements. It might be time to just get my front line to just run forwards and engage. Let's put those guys in group 1. And then we'll just do an advance like we did before. The Tomb Scorpions on the flank are doing a decent job, so that's good. Might be time to break off this cavalry again. I need to make sure that I bring round my cavalry on the right flank. Okay, and we need to make sure that these guys are actually engaging, because at the moment we have quite a few units just standing around not doing anything. Have their leader surrounded there. A unit has been wiped out. I think that was maybe one of my archer units. I'm just scared of the Necrosphinx arriving. That's the Khemri War Sphinx of theirs. High threat for sure. Ah, here it is. The Necrosphinx. First time we've seen one of these in the game so far. That looks pretty badass, not gonna lie. I have no idea how we're going to take that out. Maybe we can send all the Tomb Scorpions onto it. Not sure if that's the best idea necessarily, but there we go. Alright, let's make sure some of this infantry helps us out. Because at the moment, it looks like our skull catapults are going to be charged down. These Shabti with great bows still have weapons. Like hand weapons. I'm assuming they must do. Oh no, they actually use their bows to engage. Okay. Fair enough. Wow, look at these skeleton archers getting annihilated. Crazy stuff. I guess what we could do is have the 2 units of great bows target the Necrosphinx, wherever it is. It's funny that I'm finding it hard to find the biggest unit on the battlefield. Okay, there it is. We found it. We're good. These 2 scorpions are kind of surrounded, but we're okay. Make sure that these units are helping us out, and same with these ones. Okay, we had some of our horsemen get caught, which is annoying. Bring up some Shabti over here and just deal with those guys. Wow, this is absolutely crazy, isn't it? What a nuts battlefield. So I'm probably going to try and get my leader to engage this guy. Currently my archers are just disintegrating. I wish there was something I could do about that, but there isn't. So we're just going to have to realign our forces. Oh, the chariots just annihilated those guys over there. That's good. So we need to make sure that our infantry that's here continues the engagement. And we'll get our horsemen out of the way. Okay. How's this engagement going? Tomb Scorpion versus Necrosphinx. I think the Tomb Scorpion's having a hard time, if I'm honest. It looks like we're going to have to just attack that. Oh boy. Those Screaming Skull catapults are pretty damn cool, honestly. We're going to lose quite a few units in this, I'll tell you that much. Let's have our skeleton archers attack the Necrosphinx as well. One of our scorpions is deaded. Oh, that Necrosphinx getting hit hard there. Okay. But my god, that charge looks deadly. Oh, those poor skeletons. Yes, we got him. Die. Oh my. It's so big it fell on stuff. Let's get into this engagement. We need to definitely make sure that we back this up. I've actually got 2 units of Shabti that aren't doing anything. Great. These scorpions, I think I'm just going to charge down into this melee. Alright, my horsemen can just come into these archers, I think. But what an epic battle this has been. Absolutely epic. I find it funny that the voice line is attack the living, even though we're actually attacking the dead. I mean, honestly, these Tomb Scorpions in this infantry combat have done really well. We have some Shabti that have run out of ammunition. So maybe to have them come down and engage this infantry. has been absolutely crazy. Look at the dead. So many dead. And that is a mass crumble. We knocked down the Khemrian War Sphinx. There it is. Enemy Lord is wounded. Holy moly. That was insane. What are we even fighting against? Some Ashabti that were spawned. Fair enough. Looks like we might lose a unit of skeleton archers in the process. Speed it up. They will get shot to pieces by my Ashabti with great bows. Great. Close victory. These Ashabti, look how many kills they got. Like at least 200 each. One of them 359 kills.
I alone shall restore Nehekara.
Wow.
Kill them.
And we can take 10% replenishment.
Inform the necrotic.
726 treasury. And 20% campaign map movement range. I think we're just going to go for the harvest organs as usual. Even though I'm not sure how many organs dead people have. But there we go. We lost a Tomb Scorpion in all that, and we did lose a unit of skeleton archers. Looked like archers for the most part are what we lost.
More slaves.
Alright, it's time to attack and take the Black Pyramid of Nagash. Well, maybe not even attack it. We're just going to occupy it. Honestly, I'm kind of sad because I feel like I missed out on seeing like an epic battle at the Black Pyramid itself by doing it that way, like fighting it on the battle map outside the settlement. That's a shame. But what we're going to do is jump into this and have a look at some of the special buildings we can get. So there is the Grand Temple of Jaff that gives us canopic jars. There is the Vault of Nagash, which gives extra vampiric corruption, but extra hero recruit rank in all provinces, extra lord recruit rank, faction wide, magic resistance for all armies, and wins of magic power reserve for all armies. That it looks okay, but I'm not even sure it's worth building. That vampiric corruption could be a pain in the bum. I don't know. We'll check it out in the next episode, guys, because unfortunately it has been my time, and this is where I'm gonna leave it. So crazy battle there against some pretty awesome units that we haven't seen before, so I'm glad that happened, but I'm kind of sad that we didn't see the Black Pyramid settlement itself. That's sad. But either way, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.